Hey, this woman I'm going to bring to the stage right now, what a joy it was having her in the class. She's very funny. I know you're going to love her. Make her feel at home. A big round of applause for Jo Ashley. Let her know. Jo!
Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming out. When they told me they were coming tonight, they told me to bring all my family and friends. So I believe they're taking the 2 chairs in the back there. And as you can tell, I'm the blonde from across the pond. So all those that don't understand my English accent, I believe transcripts are available in the bar afterwards. Now, all my life I've been teased about being blonde, and I wish I could say it wasn't true, but I'd be lying. After all, you know what happens to a blonde when she gets Alzheimer's? Her IQ goes up. Talking of high IQs, what do you call a blonde with a high IQ? A golden retriever. Now, when I was younger, I actually used to keep goldfish. That wasn't until I actually drowned them all. Now, actually, just going back to how stupid that I can be, you know, when I was pregnant with my first child, I was actually wondering whether the baby was mine or not. And they say, you know, when you're pregnant that you get baby brain. Well, my husband never noticed any difference with me. Well, anyway, so when I lived back in England, I lived in a house that was fairly run down and needed a lot of repairs, especially with the AC unit and the decorations and stuff. So I decided one day that I was going to redecorate. So as the wallpaper was covered with super glued wallpaper, I took the advice of a friend to hire a stripper. Boy, was I disappointed. Anyway, so I worked diligently getting all the paper off. I'm blonde after all, I've got to get something off. And, you know, I worked all night and I managed to get it all done. And I put the stripper in the box and I went off to bed. The next morning I woke up and I could smell smoke. And I thought to myself, what the hell is this? So then I thought, well, maybe I didn't put the stripper away in the box cold. So I went over and I checked the box. No, that was fine. So not having used one of those kind of strippers before, did I look stupid sniffing the walls to see if I singed them? So then I realized that the smoke was coming from downstairs. So I thought to myself, maybe I've overloaded the outlets. So I went downstairs and I checked all my electrical points. Everything is fine. I'm thinking, where the heck is the smoke coming from? So then I thought about the AC unit. So I opened the cupboard to the AC unit and these flames leapt out at me. So instinctively, I closed the door. And then I thought, what the hell do I do now? Not having my own audience, I phoned a friend. So I'm on the phone, I said, what do I do? So she says to me, well, have you turned off the electricity supply to it? No. Have you called the emergency services? No. Well, get off the phone from me and go and do it then. So I get off the phone and I go to the fuse box and I think, you know what? I am not touching that fuse. I'm going to get a shock from it. So I rolled up a newspaper. Yes, newspaper, blonde after all. And I fenced with the switch until I managed to get the switch off. So eventually I got the switch off, blonde again, remember, and I decided to call emergency services. Now, it's a damn good job that I wasn't living in America at the time because I'd never found the 11 for 911. So anyway, I get on the phone and I say, my house is on fire. Where are you calling from? The kitchen. Ma'am, where are you located? It's next to the dining room. Ma'am, your address, please. So I gave the lady the address and she told me to go outside and wait for the fire service. So not wanting to lose everything, I threw some stuff in a suitcase, I put my important documents, and I went outside, making sure to lock the front door. After all, I don't want anybody breaking in, do I? So I'm sitting there on the front doorstep, crying my little heart out at the thought that I could lose everything, when all of a sudden the paperboy comes up and throws me the newspaper. I don't know what he must have thought, but I tell you what, that's the first time I had information on my head in ages. Anyway, so all of a sudden, these fire trucks come screaming around the corner, and all the neighbours come out, and they're all, you know, coming to see what's going on, and out jump these hunky firemen that come running over to me, and the one guy goes to me, excuse me, where's the fire? And I've gone, right here. I mean, actually, it's in here. And I go in and I show him and I went, it's in that cupboard there. He goes, ma'am, stand back, we'll take it from here. And he opens the door carefully and there's a flame this big. And he looks at me, looks at the flame and blows it out. Now, I'm not sure if I was more embarrassed about the length of the flame or the size of the blowjob that I just missed. Anyway, that's my time. Thanks very much.
Joe Ashley. All right.